So yesterday, we had Jim Jackson on our show, and we asked about Kevin McHale, the coach of the Houston Rockets. And the Rockets are the most dumbfounding team in the NBA this year because they got off to a miserable start, 0-4. Then they were 3-0 after that. Then they went back into the tank. And Jim Jackson said, this is all on Kevin McHale. Keep your eye on Kevin McHale. Here's 15-year vet Jim Jackson on yesterday's show.
Body language of the Rockets walking back with just shoulder slump, dragging down the court. When do we start to hold Kevin McHale accountable? Because you're only going to be as strong as your coach. Popovich, you're not going to see that. When Pat Riley was coaching, you won't see that. Phil Jackson, you don't see that. With this team, it's been a couple years now, you had questions about the heart, the commitment, the effort.
Here's my takeaway on this. Number one is losing a coach mid-season in basketball does not ruin the season. In hockey, we have numbers of people who have replaced a head coach midseason and won a title. In baseball, Jack McKeon, Marlins, 2003. Midseason, replaces a manager, they win a title. In the NBA, Pat Riley's done it a couple of times. In college basketball in the late 80s, Steve Fisher at Michigan won a title, and he was a replacement. In football, it doesn't happen. Because in football, you need the personnel to fit your scheme, to fit your coordinators, and that takes time. Generally speaking, even the best coaches need 8 to 12 months to get the coordinators, get the system, get the playbook, get the quarterback, and get the players to fit your style. I'd say it takes 2 years in college. It took Nick Saban about 2.5 years. It took Pete Carroll about 1.5 to 2 at USC. Bob Stoops won a national title his second year at Oklahoma, and also Urban Meyer did it his second year at Florida. But my second takeaway is the guy that runs the Rockets is a analytic guy, and analytic supporters, and I'm one of them, don't consider emotions as much as I think you should. Maybe the problem with this Rockets team is Ty Lawson. Maybe analytically, Ty Lawson's a good point guard, but this team is wildly fluctuating. Ty Lawson has had off-the-court problems. The problem here could be Dwight Howard and James Harden don't like Ty Lawson, and that wouldn't show up in analytics. Denver, who got rid of him, is playing pretty good basketball. Houston inherited Ty Lawson. They're all over the map. So is it McHale or is it an analytics-driven franchise who got a guy who doesn't work in the room? I think that's something to consider, and that'll unveil itself over the next several months.